Thinking whether a nice weekend means maybe a nice cold brewski. And I actually have Kyle Arnold, who's our restaurant and retail reporter in house. And Kyle, you know, craft beer is a trend, but it seems that we have one local brewer taking it to sort of the next step. And let's talk about Boricua craft beer and Taino beer, which is like sort of its lighter sister beer. So talk to me about those two products.
Yeah, exactly. It was a beer that was launched here a couple months ago by a local company at Altamont Springs. Danny Ramos is running it. It's being produced up in Cape Canaveral at Florida Beer Company. And it is a beer that is, you know, hoping the Boricua name means Puerto Rican. There's a huge population of Puerto Ricans here, hoping that he can, you know, create a connection between those people to get his name out.
So when I think of craft beer, you know, I think it certainly targets a specific audience, but he's taking it a step further. Can you elaborate more on why target the Hispanic population?
Yeah, there's like 500,000 Hispanics in this area. About half of those are Puerto Ricans, and a lot of Puerto Ricans and a lot of Hispanics are in that millennial age group, just like the rest of the country. And those people are kind of disregarding the beers their parents grew up with, and they want local beers. They want things that cater a little bit more to their taste, a little bit higher quality, and they're willing to pay for it.
Sure. And so, where locally can we find this?
There's a couple Publix around town in some of the bigger Hispanic pockets of town. Sedanos, Bravos. There's a bunch of 7-Elevens. You can find them almost at all the ABC wine and spirits. They have a pretty big craft beer selection.
Excellent. And so I know this isn't the only brewery or brewer looking to target this market. Who else is popping up, nationally?
Yeah, there's some companies out of like Southern California, like Ohana Brewing. There's some other ones. What's really interesting about Boricua is I really haven't found many others that target Hispanics specifically. And you already see that done in the mass beer market with Corona.
Exactly.
Dos Equis things. Mexico's a pretty big beer market. But in terms of Americans, they've really kept it general so far, either localities like Orlando Brewing or Fat Tire, just a generic term out of Colorado.
Excellent. And I just want to know, what has the reception been? If it's only been launched for a few months, what's the kind of feedback you're getting on this?
It's doing pretty well in some restaurants around town, especially some like Puerto Rican restaurants that they really only offer, some of the big international beers, Heineken and things like that. They bring in a local beer. It says craft brew. It's got a local tie to it, and people want to try it, especially tourists from out of town. They want to, see what the local flavor is, and so far it's been good.
Excellent. So we have a local entrepreneur, a local brewer here, targeting a very specific market within a larger market. So we'll just have to see how Boricua goes from here. But if we're seeing all these temperatures, I myself might crack one this weekend.
I think you should, Caitlin. Cheers to that. What a terrific idea.
Cheers.
All right.
Thanks for watching this video. You can watch Orlando News Now every weekday on OrlandoSentinel.com. We go live at noon. See you then.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year, because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a volunteer child advocate. I am you.
Florida residents call toll-free 866-341-1425.
Mira, ¿dónde tú estás?
Ya estoy aquí, mi vida. ¿Pero qué están tomando?
¿Pero por qué?
Porque te traje lo nuevo y diferente, Taino Light Boricua Beer. Y lo más importante es que es lo nuevo y acabadita de salir al mercado.
¿Y saben buenas?
Claro, ambas cervezas tienen los mismos beneficios que una copa de vino. Con menos calorías, la Boricua Beer 6%, fuerte pero con sabor. Y la Taino Light 4.5% y es artesanal.
Eso es. Somos familia, calidad y sabor.
Visita boricuabeer.com.
Welcome back. I'm Jose Miranda with Hispanic Speak on TV. I'm being joined today by the mayor-elect and soon to be sworn in, Jose Alvarez. Congratulations, brother, again.
Thank you so much.
You're the first Hispanic for Kissimmee.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah. So how's that feel, bro?
It's an honor. It's an honor not only to be the first Hispanic, but it's an honor to serve this city for the next 4 years as their mayor.
You've come through such a battle to get to this spot. Now, do you feel battle scarred, or how's that feel that you've been beat up and tested already before you even started?
Well, you know, this is elections. Some people decide they want to run elections that way. That's their problem. I don't look in the past. I look in the future.
Right.
What's coming, and so many things that we want to do and we want to accomplish here in the city to make sure that any family that moves to Kissimmee and lives in Kissimmee
Right.
has a great, prosperous life.
What do you think? What are your first things that you want to do?
So one of the first things, it's several things that I've been working on, different projects, and we'll be working on them at the same time. One of them is the issue with the homeless that we have in the corridor, with what we're trying to do and get them housed. One of the projects that we have in mind is to do what is called workforce housing.
Okay.
And so I have several partners that will come in to work with us and help us to do that. And then, of course, the economic development growth of the city, which is moving forward. It's very positive. We know that the city is going to prosper. We know we have a lot of people that are interested in coming to Kissimmee and doing business. It's already happening. We have so many projects that are being done right now across the street from the Lakefront Park. We have the medical corridor that we're creating now. We have the airport and the 100 acres of property that we have there that could be built, commercial, industrial zone that we have. So we have a lot of work ahead of us.
What do you want to bring in there?
We want to be able to attract companies that bring high-paying jobs to make sure that the people in Kissimmee have an opportunity to have a future, a better future.
Being the first Hispanic, how does that feel?
Like I said, it's an honor. It's an honor to serve. It's an honor to be the first Hispanic. But I've always said, you know, if I'm going to be remembered for something, I want to be remembered for something positive that I do. And one of the things that I'm more passionate about is eliminating homelessness out of this county and this city.
Well, remember, this is historic. This has been predominantly a European theater of operation here, okay, per se. Also, the state went red. So how do you feel your brand of politics blends in with the town being red?
You know, the great thing about the city of Kissimmee is that we're not a mayor-strong city, so we leave politics out of the everyday running of the city.
Okay.
I see myself as an elected official, as a conduit for the staff to make sure that we get projects done and we get the fundings that we need done, and that's my job, to go out there and help them get that, to move the city forward.
How's your family doing? I know they've been excited. I remember speaking to your wife and her concerns, and now she's Mrs. Mayor, so to speak. So how's that going on?
She feels happy. She's done a lot of work. She's worked very hard. She is the rock in my life.
Right.
And so she's happy. I'm happy that it's over, and now we're just moving forward to make sure that the city continues in the right direction.
Where will you be getting the monies to fund some of your ideas that you have?
So what we're doing is what a lot of other cities and states have done is go to private partners to come in and join with us and do these projects together with us.
And a lot of people have been backing you up.
Yes.
The community has been split a little bit, or at least it shows some ends of being split between being a Cubano and being a Puerto Rican. How do you mend the fences? How do you close those gaps?
You know, I think in this election, it was important to see the results of the election. The people, the citizens of this city did not see it that way. But yes, we have a task ahead of us. We have a task to unite the community.
Right.
I've had conversations with now Congressman Darren Soto about that, now State Senator Victor Torres, Representative John Cortez. We all going to work together to mend those pieces and unite the community. It's the only way that we could move forward in a positive way.
And we've had that discussion that we need
Yes.
to organize now
Yeah.
and get the community involved, as well as the political leaders. to do
And you said that you were going to help us, so I hope I can count on your
will.
help on that.
I will be there 110%.
Thank you
brother.
so much. Thank you so much.
I am for the community, and this station and our crew is very much involved with the community, and we want to do the right thing by you guys.
And that's the whole thing. We want to make sure that the community is involved. We want to make sure that the community has a better life. It doesn't matter where you came from. When you come to Kissimmee, we want to make sure that you have a future
Right.
in Kissimmee.
So, one of the ideas about being involved is transparency, because now we're communicating directly to the community, letting them know what's going on, plus spreading the word out beyond our communities to make some things positive. And I'm looking forward to working with you and the community and making things do the right thing by us.
And if we all do this together, we can make sure that the direction that we're heading is a positive one for the benefit of the community.
Jose,
thank you so much, Jose.
congratulations,
Thank
man.
you so much.
So much for everything, man.
All right, thank you.
Super.
Thank you.
All right. I'm Jose Miranda. This is Spanish Speak Out TV. We'll be right back.
Mira, ¿dónde tú estás?
Ya estoy aquí, mi vida. ¿Pero qué están tomando?
¿Pero por qué?
Porque te traje lo nuevo y diferente, Taíno Light Boricua Beer. Y lo más importante es que es lo nuevo y acabadita de salir al mercado.
¿Y saben buenas?
Claro, ambas cervezas tienen los mismos beneficios que una copa de vino. Con menos calorías, la Boricua Beer 6%, fuerte pero con sabor. Y la Taíno Light 4.5% y es artesanal.
Eso me gusta. Somos familia, calidad y sabor.
Visita boricuabeer.com.
Hola Florida, introducing Boricua Beer and Taíno Light Beer. Boricua and Taíno Light are crafted beers that are rich in flavors and brewed right here in Florida. Taíno beer has a crisp, refreshing Caribbean flavor style when enjoyed chilled. Boricua beer is a craft ale with full body flavor that is a beer drinker's beer. Boricua and Taíno Light beers. Enjoy responsibly.
Hi, I'm Jose Miranda. Welcome back to Hispanic Speak Out TV. I'm being joined by the mayor still, Jimmy Swan from Kissimmee, who has been the mayor here since 72, you said?
I moved here in 1972,
right?
And I have been the mayor for 10 years.
Right. So you're standing on the threshold of leaving.
It's wonderful.
How's it? It's wonderful. No regrets?
None.
You did everything you wanted to do?
All the things that I thought were really important to make our community better,
right,
either are done or under construction. And that's the way to leave.
And your predecessor, the guy who's coming in your footsteps now, which are big footsteps to fill, what do you think about him?
Well, I supported the devil out of him because I thought he was the best man for the job,
right,
and I know he'll do a good job.
And I know you mentioned he worked very hard in the community.
He has.
Did above and beyond.
Yes, out of his own pocket in many, many ways.
Yeah.
So, those are the kind of people that don't care about themselves,
right,
but they care about the community. Those are the kind of people you want to have in public office.
What's the concept that goes behind becoming the mayor, and especially the mayor of this town, this city?
I don't know that there's a concept. I ended up becoming the mayor because somebody knocked on my door, and our former mayor, tragically, inappropriately, was arrested.
Right.
He was removed from office, and I had one of the commissioners come to my door and say, we need help. We need someone with experience.
Right.
And I had been a county commissioner for 12 years, back from 82 to 94.
Right.
So, I kind of fit in that, and then I came and talked to the city attorney and the city manager to get their thoughts.
Right.
And everybody said, we need you. So I ran and won.
I want to, on behalf of the listeners and this town, you did an awesome job.
Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Kind of you, and you're doing a good job too.
I'm doing my best.
I hear you.
Okay. Enjoy retirement.
I intend to.
And I expect you to come by and hang out sometime.
You got my number.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Take care.
This is Jose Miranda, Hispanic Speak Out. We'll be right back.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a volunteer child advocate. I am you.
Florida residents call toll-free 866-341-1425.
Hi, Jose Miranda from Hispanic Speak Out TV. Welcome back. I'm being joined by Judge Melvin Perry. Your Honor, thank you for coming on and hanging out.
Pleasure to be here on this historic occasion.
How do you feel about it? This is the first Hispanic mayor of this town. How does that make you feel?
Well, from a young person growing up in Central Florida and coming to Kissimmee as a young person and watching all the fabulous changes in Kissimmee and Osceola County, it is a great honor to be here, to be a part of this historic event for this town.
It has, and this town has been, it's turned red this year. Of course, as a GOP took the state. Does that matter in the importance of what's taking place today?
I don't think so. I think people tend locally to vote on issues and to vote for people regardless of their parties, who can value the things they value and who will be able to get the job done. And I think that's reflected in the votes and the people that were elected this time around.
You've seen this town grow and change. Is there one or two things that stand out in your mind in the last 10 years that are different than other times?
Well, one of the things that I've seen is the inclusion of all of our citizens.
Okay.
And particularly when you get to the point where you have someone of Hispanic origin who becomes the mayor of this particular city.
Right.
And it speaks volumes for the citizens of Kissimmee.
And I say amen to that. So thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you taking the time, all right?
All right.
You take care of yourself.
Hey.
This is Jose Miranda, Hispanic Speak Out TV. We'll be right back.
Mira, ¿dónde tú estás?
Ya estoy aquí, mi vida. ¿Pero qué están tomando?
¿Pero por qué?
Porque te traje lo nuevo y diferente, Taíno Light Boricua Beer. Y lo más importante es que es lo nuevo y acabadita de salir al mercado.
¿Y saben buenas?
Claro, ambas cervezas tienen los mismos beneficios que una copa de vino. Con menos calorías, la Boricua Beer 6%, fuerte pero con sabor. Y la Taíno Light 4.5% y es artesanal.
Eso es. Somos familia, calidad y sabor.
Visita boricuabeer.com.
Hola Florida, introducing Boricua Beer and Taíno Light Beer. Boricua and Taíno Light are crafted beers that are rich in flavors and brewed right here in Florida. Taíno beer has a crisp, refreshing Caribbean flavor style when enjoyed chilled. Boricua beer is a craft ale with full body flavor that is a beer drinker's beer. Boricua and Taíno Light Beers. Enjoy responsibly.
Hi, this is Jose Miranda. Welcome back. We're at the swearing-in ceremony of Jose Alvarez, the first Latino for mayor in the history of Kissimmee. And so it's a monumental place. The place is full of crazy people. And speaking about the craziest people I know, I have the one and only Anthony Suarez. What's up, brother? How are you, sir?
Thank you.
How's everything?
Good. Came to observe part of history.
How does it make you feel? You're Latino. This is
yeah, it's great. You know, it's start from many ways. You know, Kissimmee has been growing for some time. It's been growing with the Hispanic population, and now here we have a mayor. But we also have 2 sitting commissioners, so 3 of the 5 are now Hispanic. Well, that's pretty good. And then of course, not just that, 3 of the 5 are women. So that's also historic. So we've got quite a changes coming in Kissimmee, and hoping and praying that this administration, who's facing a lot of challenges, can come through. You know.
Okay. This has been a very divisive election, all the way through, from the top to the bottom. And we've had the discussion before, of some of the division.
Right.
How do we mend it? How do we bring it together?
I think that start off by let's start putting the campaigns behind us and look at issues. What are the problems and how are we tackling the problems? Rather than, I was an anti-Trumpster, I wasn't supporting the Trump, but then I was supporting Marco Rubio. So, I'm one of those guys that sort of on both sides of the fence. I would like to see that we work on the issues. What are the problems? And then work on the issues and see, can we meet? And understand that I can't get all my way and you can't get all your way if we're going to have to resolve something, and then work towards solving problems. And once we do that, then the words start putting, lose its effect, and the act and deeds is what counts. Now, that's what the hope is. And politics is kind of tough. Sometimes you can't meet halfway, and then in which case you have elections, and then things get tougher. But I think to start, it starts by, let's start off fresh. Let's look at the issues. Let's work on the issues.
This has been pretty much a European-American zone for a long time. And he had to get crossover votes to get it done.
Right.
So is that a willingness of the community to say we need to come together?
You're talking about the Jose Alvarez race?
Yeah, Jose Alvarez.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Jose did just that. He had to cross over. He had to get some of the Anglo vote, and apparently he's done that. And now, and that community has then shown, I'm willing to trust you.
Okay.
So with that, I think that's the beginning.
Right.
He had a very contentious race. It came down to almost to a racial thing or ethnic race, and luckily he prevailed.
Right.
And so now the question will come down to issues. What is he going to do as a mayor? What is the city commission going to do as the issues? Because they have homelessness problems. They have, a division of labor problems with low-income housing and low-income jobs. So they got some serious challenges in front of them. They'll be judged by what results they come.
Two other quick questions, if I may.
Sure.
The general election. It's no small thing that a majority of people did not want what the outcome turned out to be. How do we pull the party? How do we pull not the party together, but how do we pull the American people together to get something accomplished in the face that looks like we're not going to get anything accomplished?
Yeah. Well, the root of your question goes to what's been dividing this nation now for several years, but particularly since Barack Obama got elected, when there was just obstruction and just trying to stop.
Right from the beginning.
And of course, the Democrats now have the opportunity because they do have 48 votes in the Senate. They could also be obstructionists. I'm not sure that that's going to accomplish anything other than continue hard feelings. I hope that Congress, both the Republicans and Democrats, sit down and say, there's problems in the United States. How do we get the unemployed employed? How do we get health care to people in an efficient manner?
Right.
We solve the problems and forget about whether you're an R or whether you're an D. Right. And hoping and praying that is what happens. But that's where we have to start. And Jose has to start with people working on the issues, starting in good faith. And then if you show me that you're not in good faith, then then we're engaged in battle.
I think because this is such a angry vote turnout, like a protest vote.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're angry, you say and do things that when the sun comes up, you say, oh my God.
Yeah.
Are we looking at one of those oh my God moments?
Yep. Well, that's a good question, and I think it may be answered by what we just saw today. Donald Trump had been saying that if he had become president, he was going to put Clinton in jail. Today he announced that that's not the case, and they're not going to prosecute it and not even pursue it. So maybe that was just rhetoric for the campaign, knowing that the voters like red blood, red meat, but actually he's not going to govern that way. Let's see. That was a good sign.
This has been such a derisive campaign, the ugliest that I can even historically remember.
No.
I don't know how, as citizens, we can come back.
Well, let me tell you, it's interesting you should say that, because I was looking at that issue just today. I was reflecting upon it, and I go back to 1860 when Abraham Lincoln was elected.
Okay.
That election resulted in the country divided into two separate nations.
Right.
And we fought a civil war where 600,000 men and women died in that war, and the nation survived. We pulled it together. and we're still here. And in my own lifetime, the Vietnam War was pretty divisive.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think we'd ever put it together after Vietnam, but we did.
I agree with you. One quick question on Puerto Rico. We now have a committee that's running it.
Right.
Give me your thoughts.
Well, I've been working hard on that. You know, I'm president of the Puerto Rican Bar Association, and in that capacity, I've been coordinating with the Bar Association in Puerto Rico and New York, along with some academics throughout the country to see what the PROMESA board is actually going to do, this oversight committee.
Right.
And we're concerned about that they're transparent,
right,
that the standards that they set, because who's going to get a haircut? Bottom line, there's only X amount of dollars and X plus expenses.
Sure.
Something has to get cut.
Okay.
The question is, who gets cut, how much, and why? And then that is what this oversight board is going to have to do, determine which bondholders, because there's several different categories of bondholders, which bondholders get a haircut, how much of the pensions do they get cut, if any, how many government employees must be laid off, because as we all know, the government of Puerto Rico is extremely burdensome. It's overstocked. It's very costly, and they have to make some cuts over there too. Something they've been reluctant to do up to this point. So we'll have to watch them, make sure they're responsible, that they're transparent, and that they're fair.
Tony, thank you, man.
Thank you.
We got to sit down and do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Jose Miranda. This has been Hispanic Speak Out. We'll see you again next week.
Hola Florida, introducing Boricua Beer and Taino Light Beer. Boricua and Taino Light are crafted beers that are rich in flavors and brewed right here in Florida. Taino beer has a crisp, refreshing Caribbean flavor style when enjoyed chilled. Boricua beer is a craft ale with full body flavor that is a beer drinker's beer. Boricua and Taino Light Beers, enjoy responsibly.
Tap rooms are localized and they're geographic. The Hispanic community is much broader than one tap room. So what we decided to do was come out with a high quality craft beer, 2 high quality craft beers that appeal to the Hispanic taste and that we can distribute in all the Hispanic neighborhoods. Taino is a very light, refreshing beer. It's a social beer that you can drink probably for a good part of the evening, and it'll give you a nice light feeling. It's not a heavy beer, it's very airy and it's very light. It's a 4.5 alcohol, which is low for beer. The Boricua is a 6.0. Now that's a stronger beer, and we designed it to be a little bit stronger than Heineken. Heineken is a favorite in the Hispanic community, so we have a little bit more muscle than Heineken. Boricua right now, in a very short amount of time, it's been a miracle for us because we've gotten a large range of acceptance at the retail level. We're in Publix, we're in ABC, Target is picking it up, we're in Sedano's, we're in Bravo's, 7-Elevens are picking it up because they're concentrating more on craft beer and the Hispanic market. So what we're trying to do is do a quality beer, a high quality beer, more taste, and that the Hispanic community will like.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a volunteer child advocate. I am you.
Florida residents call toll-free 866-341-1425.
Mira, ¿dónde tú estás?
Ya estoy aquí, mi vida. ¿Pero qué están tomando?
¿Pero por qué?
Porque te traje lo nuevo y diferente, Taino Light Boricua Beer. Y lo más importante es que es lo nuevo y acabadita de salir al mercado.
¿Y saben buenas?
Claro, ambas cervezas tienen los mismos beneficios que una copa de vino. Con menos calorías, la Boricua Beer 6%, fuerte pero con sabor. Y la Taino Light 4.5% y es artesanal.
Eso me gusta. Somos familia, calidad y sabor.
Visita boricuabeer.com.
Mira, ¿dónde tú estás?
Ya estoy aquí, mi vida. ¿Pero qué están tomando?
¿Pero por qué?
Porque te traje lo nuevo y diferente, Taino Light Boricua Beer. Y lo más importante es que es lo nuevo y acabadita de salir al mercado.
¿Y saben buenas?
Claro, ambas cervezas tienen los mismos beneficios que una copa de vino. Con menos calorías, la Boricua Beer 6%, fuerte pero con sabor. Y la Taino Light 4.5% y es artesanal.
Eso me gusta. Somos familia, calidad y sabor.
Visita boricuabeer.com.